everyone, and welcome to Oiler Outlook. I'm Andrea Hoffman here with UFTV, bringing you an inside look at Oiler men's soccer this season. Today I have with me head coach Andy Smyth, along with graduate defender David Cubillos. The Oilers are 4 games into the season, and coach, I want to know what your main goals for the team are this season, both in terms of performance and development.
Well, we want to improve every game, which I think we've been doing this far. Our ultimate goal is we want to challenge for a conference championship, get ourselves into the NCAA playoffs, and we want to do that by playing our style of play, our style of soccer, which is kind of keep the ball on the ground, try and possess the ball, create chances, and then stop other teams from playing and coming down the other end against us.
So David, how do you approach the role as an upperclassman on the team, and what leadership qualities do you think are most important?
Yeah, I mean, I think the best thing is just starting with the freshmen. You know, after playing college soccer for 4 years, I think the best thing is to just try to teach them everything that I've learned, you know, throughout my experience, you know, whether that being, you know, more patient in some situations or knowing when to make a certain pass or be in a certain position. I think it's just all about communicating with them. I think that's the most important leadership quality. I think you constantly have to talk with these guys, tell them everything you know, ask them for feedback, you know, to see what they're thinking, what they think about certain situations. I think just having an open talking room is just the most important thing to create that team environment and get everyone gelled up and ready for the games.
So Coach, you talked about your goals for the season. So how do you foster teamwork and a winning mentality within the squad?
Well, I think it's something that first of all comes from the practices. We make our practices very competitive. The guys want to win every little, you know, sort of a drill that they do, every little exercise that they do. And then I think it's a case of just proving to themselves after they win games that yes, this is the team that we are, a team that can challenge for a championship, and it's kind of a self-reinforcing kind of process.
So David, a lot of teams have a lot of like team rituals or superstitions they have before like a big game or anything. Does your team have anything, or maybe anything personal that you have to do before a game?
Oh man, I mean, I think from a team aspect, I mean, since my first year here, I haven't seen that many rituals. I know they have something about slaying the dragon versus Tiffin. I think it's like a little song or a little chant they do before that away trip. So it'll be interesting to be a part of. Me personally, I'm not really ritualistic, you know. I just try to get as relaxed, mentally prepared, you know, focus, watch some film, listen to music, nothing too crazy, but I'm excited to see what the guys have in store for the next couple of games for sure.
Yeah, so Coach, I've seen a lot of other teams coming to support you guys at your games. So can you talk a little bit about how the community plays a role into the success of the team, and how do you engage with local fans?
Well, yeah, it's always great to have you know, students come and watch a game as well as locals. We usually do quite a lot of camps and clinics throughout the year, so we've got some people who are interested in soccer that are not actually affiliated with the university, and it's always nice to have those people come and watch the games, and we like to go out and do the camps and the clinics to kind of give back some of our experience. So I think it's kind of a nice sort of mutual you know, sort of process, if you like.
Yeah. So going into the rest of the season, what has your team been focused improving upon after the 3 games you guys have played?
Well, I think probably the biggest thing is just being a little bit more consistent offensively. I think we're a team who can control games. You know, we've got players like David who can get on the ball and manoeuvre the ball and keep hold of it and assert themselves on the game. I think we need to continue to do that, but also create more chances down the other end. We want to see ourselves scoring, you know, a few more goals, and then we need to tighten things up a little bit defensively. I think we've been good to this point defensively, but we think we can always be a team that, you know, shuts out the opponent every single game. And I think when we get to that point, which will be, you know, fairly soon, and we'll continue to improve after that as well, then I think we'll be in that sort of championship mode.
David, I'm going to ask you basically the same question. Do you have a different perspective, though, maybe as a player, about what you guys need to be focusing on in the next couple games?
No, I think I completely agree with what Coach Smith has to say. I think defensively we're a super sound team. I think we control it in the back line. I think our defenders are very strong. It's very hard to score against us. We're a very physical team, so I think it's just a hard game to play against us. I think we do create some chances offensively, so I think if we can be a little bit clinical and, you know, convert some into goals, which is what wins you games ultimately, I think think we have a very, very good shot of, competing for a GMAC championship, and hopefully winning it and taking it home to Findlay.
Great. Well, I hope you guys have a good rest of your season. I'm Andrea Hoffman with UFTV, bringing you this week's Oiler Outlook and the insight into men's soccer here at Findlay.